This is treatment-free beekeeping, where we talk about the steps you can take or what it's like to try to keep bees treatment-free. From the beginning to hopefully a successful end, we'll go through the process as we experience it in our life on Wildflower Bee Farm. This is treatment-free beekeeping. Let's get started.
Welcome back. This is the front entrance of our video hive on September 12, 2024. Now you can see as you watch. Now this is there are two versions of this. There's the audio version on our podcast and there's also the video audio version on our YouTube channel. So you might want to go to our YouTube channel, Treatment Free Beekeeping Canada, have a look and listen along if you don't already subscribe. And if you haven't, please subscribe. It helps us in what we do. So have a look here. You can see. So this is September. I can tell you the context. There is a huge goldenrod push on the farm in asters. I mean, it's just, we have some goldenrod that's 10 feet high. So a couple of questions really come up as to what's with all the drones. Now you can, if you watch, you can see the drones coming and going. And generally, we do see drones about this time. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's fairly warm. They're coming in with pollen and nectar, and they are leaving to get more, and you see drones coming and going as well. It almost looks like a typical day in May or June or even July, and it's September. So what could be going on? Why does this healthy hive have all these drones? Now remember, this is a Russian queen that we installed in the spring. And anytime you want, you can go to wildflowerbeefarm.com, have a look, and you can watch 24/7 and see what's happening. Go to our YouTube channel, and the live feed is there. You can see the drones coming out. Now, I have a little difficult time understanding the age of drones. Worker bees are easier to understand. Most drones don't look too rough because they don't do anything as far as getting in cells and scraping and fighting and all of that. They pretty much, you know, if they came back, then they didn't hook up with the queen. And if they hatch, they just sit around and do a couple of important things. And I think this time of the year is one of the most important duties of a drone, is not just in case they need to go to the drone congregation area and hook up with another queen and pass off the genetics. If there is a hive that has a queen just hatched, not to swarm, but to replace a not very healthy. Now you can see how many drones are in that picture there. You almost wonder, is this a queen right hive with all these drones? And the answer is yes. That would be my suggestion. Now the danger of opening up this hive is that we encourage robbing. We also break the seal, and they're building that all up for the winter, and I prefer in most cases not to. I'll be doing a bit of digging around in October, but not too much, because most of these hives we don't want to touch till the spring. So what is the purpose of the drones in September? Now, after this short note, let me tell you what I think's going on. I am pleased to announce that Mary has just released her first coloring book, Wildflowers and Bees, a stress-relieving coloring book. You can go to amazon.ca, pick it up. There are two versions. There's the basic version that has the 30 coloring book pages, and then there's the deluxe version that actually has the beautiful picture of the natural setting, and right beside it is the page to color from that picture. So depending on what it's a great gift, supports what we do. That's Wildflowers and Bees, a stress-relieving coloring book you can pick up at amazon.ca. Now let's get back to this discussion on drones. So in our part of the world, during the evening, the temperatures can drop to below 10, 9, 8, depending on the day. And so you might wonder, well, what does that have to do with drones? Well, we know from the science that drones do have a role to play in the HVAC, or the temperature and humidity of the hive. So because of their size, if they engage in shivering or other behavior, even movement, they're going to increase the temperature within the hive, and if they need be, the cluster initially. So the worker bees keep them around, I believe, for that purpose, and also the next purpose I'm going to talk about. But that is a highly misunderstood And most people say, well, the drones have nothing to do with the health of the hive. That's not true. HVAC, heating and cooling, is a big part of it. And as you note, even when it's cold out, the bees will be fanning because they have to dry all of the nectar or turn all that nectar into honey that comes in from the goldenrod and asters right now. So that's what they're doing. The second obvious importance is to be insurance in case hives are superseding the queen, meaning they're replacing the queens because the queens may be weak or failed or something may have happened. The Russian bees that we have, the Russian genetics, always seem to have a queen cell ready to go. And then if the queen is healthy, they tear it down and start all over again. So that there's always a replacement queen cell ready so that within 2 to 4 days, they could actually have a queen hatch, fly out and mate, and come back and just continue taking care of the hive. And that's, I think, one of the unique survival characteristics of the Russian honeybees. Well, so the drones really are important. And even if they may not be going to the drone congregation area, I mean, there may not be very many queens or any queens there, they continue to practice at 2 in the afternoon and go off and do their thing. And the majority obviously come back as failed drones because they didn't hook up with a queen. So that's what I think is going on and why drones are important and a sign of health. The odd hive we will open up in October just to do some videos and research checks on the health of the hives with regard to brood. I'm fascinated to know if they're creating winter brood yet, or are they still, because of the volumes of flowers yet to go, we probably have another 4 to 5 weeks of incredible bloom before the frost. This is Hank for Treatment-Free Beekeeping at the Wildflower Bee Farm. Have a look. The video continues for another couple minutes if you're on our YouTube channel. Remember, check it out, subscribe, and also go to wildflowerbeefarm.com and click on the live, our YouTube channel, and you can click on the live stream anytime you wish and watch what our bees are happening. What are doing and what's happening. Have an amazing day, and we'll talk soon.